This channel is part of the Nick Tyrrell network. Sit back, relax and enjoy your featured presentation. Hi guys, hello and welcome back to another video right here on the Nick Tyrrell network. So we are of course on Chit, the board game channel, and it's time again for another board game unboxing. So this month I'm going for Marvel Xmen Mutant Insurrection. I'm already on the third edit with that title, so stay with me. It could be a little bit rocky. Okay, so there is the front cover, and this one is by Fantasy Flight Games. Okay, grabbing the trusty specs, and I'll give you a quick introduction to what it's all about. Marvel Xmen Mutant Insurrection, fight for the future. Call all mutants. Professor Xavier needs your help. Become the X-Men and battle to protect humanity. Xmen Mutant Insurrection. Insurrection? Told you it was going to get me. Invite you and up to 5 other mutants to safeguard our world while playing as iconic characters like Gambit, Rogue, Storm, Cyclops, Wolverine and more. Choose from 8 different plots and launch the Blackbird on missions around the world as you fight your way to the final showdown. Whether you're infiltrating the elite society known as the Hellfire Club, investigating the mysterious happenings on the island of Krakoa, or taking on Magneto and the Brotherhood of Mutants, X-Men Mutant Insurrection brings some of the greatest stories in comics straight to your tabletop. Okay, so I'm going to show you the back before I open it to give you an idea of what we're dealing with here. Okay, so Fantasy Flight obviously have a really good pedigree in board games. They're known, for those that don't know, for getting like all the big licenses, Arkham, Lord of the Rings, you know, Marvel, Star Wars, all the big ones. And to be honest, like the games are very, very on point. A lot of them are quite samey as well, but that's probably a plus and a minus. You know, if you like what you like, then it's all good, I suppose. So strikingly straight away, I love the back. Got like my boy Wolverine on there, real kind of comic feel as it should do. So it gives us a list of the contents. The rule book, 16 heroes. Now I like that, 16 heroes, plenty of variety in there. 20 mutants, 8 plots, 8 showdowns, 30 threat cards, 1 Blackbird ship, 53 missions, 12 dice, 1 threat track, 99 assorted tokens. So straight away, and from the back of the box as well, we see we have dice involved. So whenever we get dice, we always get the element of chance. Best laid plans and all that go to pot, don't they? But yeah, let's open this one up and let's have a look. I'm just going to show you that box again. Just look at that for the art. I mean, I don't suppose you'd have to be a comic book fan to buy this or indeed play it, but if you are, it's just fan service, isn't it? Typical Fantasy Flight. I love it, me. Okay, so we get the rule book on the top there. I'll have a little flick through that a little bit later. But straight away, we notice like a little guide on the back. These things, quick references, are invaluable. Anyone who's seen any one of my unboxing videos, board games, will know I absolutely love these, you know. You can play like so many games and you've got so many different rules in your head. And it's just nice to be able to see a clear, concise layout of exactly what you need, where, when, how, done. Okay, so as per most Fantasy Flight games as well, we get a load of tokens. Now these look nice. I'm looking at the characters and their standees and various bits and bobs there. Okay, and these of course are double-sided, and it looks like there are 2 of them. Unless the cardboard stock has got extremely thick, all nicely laid out there for us. I'm going to chuck the specs back on. We have a set of large cards. Now these are interesting. They're kind of tarot card size. I'm going to open them for you just to give you a little bit of a blip and see what we're talking about. Okay, so this is the location, obviously, Xavier's office. Heal 2 damage. This is the kind of thing we're looking at. Celebro, heal 3 damage. So these are all, I mean, I've not played the games, obviously, opening for the first time. I probably will play it this evening at some point. So it's hard to kind of explain to you if you don't know, you know, if you haven't actually played it. But let's do it together, eh? The Danger Room, Young Mutant. So you're getting the idea of this. Any folks who love like Marvel, yeah, bonus. If you're an X-Men fan, even better, because like your boys or girls, isn't it? Inspect Sentinel. I'm just pulling these at random. because loads of them have got like various different symbols on, and again, as you play the game, you'd understand what those symbols meant. But lovely, lovely artwork. What's this here? Oh, okay. Forge. So we've got some of the character cards now. So on this we see, in fact, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you, let's have a look. I'm trying to get a character that like non-Marvel fans would really sort of know. I'm flicking all the way through. There's like a really, really good selection. Let's go with Wolverine. Everyone likes Wolverine, don't they? So you see like Wolverine's card there, and we can see like lovely artwork, but we see like different dice. So he's got 3 red dice and 1 blue dice. So I'm imagining that the dice, which I'll show you in a minute, will be kind of loaded. You'll have like some colours are better than others and stuff. There's a value says 6+. That might break his wounds. Once per roll, you may re-roll any number of dice showing X results. Okay, so that is like your character card. So what I will do, I'll show you a few of these anyway. X23. Okay, I've managed to land on some of the evil guys now. Storm. And we'll do one more. Lady herself. The Southern Belle, Rogue. Okay, so as I say, we've got plenty of variety there. And yeah, I'm just waffling. So let's move on from them. We have a second deck of cards, which are smaller in comparison. Let's open these up, have a look. These might be like allies. He's got like Angel here, and he has like 2 dice. So again, the artwork is pretty basic, but very, very comic book, and I like really, really like it. Yeah, Beast. So we must take maybe a team and have like allies who come along and help us and stuff. What's this? Camaraderie. Oh yeah, there we go. Game round. So I'm going to keep that aside and I'm going to read that in a second just to give us a little bit, you and me, an idea of what we're doing. Then there's like an enemy card there. A Sentinel. They are big robots, of course, from the X-Men universe. Breaking Point. Surprise Attack. One more. Karma. There we go. So they are the card stock. We have a bag of different coloured dice. Red, yellow and blue. And some standees there. And you can see these have all different kinds of symbols on. So it'd be like hits and misses and that kind of successes. That type of thing. Let me just quickly jump back to this game round card. Okay, so it reads, deploy phase. Each hero deploys to a mission or school card. Second part, mission phase. Heroes attempt the missions that they deployed to. Part 3, the threat phase. Resolve these steps. Raise the threat by a number of exclamation marks. Then we flip missions based on, there's a symbol on here, 2 heroes, 1 mission. If none, face up on continents. 3 to 4 heroes, flip 1 mission. 5 to 6 heroes, flip 2. Then we draw and resolve a threat card. And then we have the regroup phase. Return all heroes to the Blackbird. Return assist cards. Replace knocked out heroes. Ready all exhausted cards. So basically we go, the game goes, we go. I'm presuming that we're either going to fulfill our mission or we're going to fail. There we go. Attempting missions, which is on the reverse side of this. Sorry about the glare. Choose active hero. Assemble your dice pool. Roll your dice. Complete objectives. Check outcomes. Okay, so that is like a rough little idea, and we get a couple of them. Always nice for in-game. Let's open the boxes here. There's anything underneath? No, just a little inlay. So let's go on quickly then and take a look at the rule book, and I'll offer like a few like little first impressions of this. Okay, so welcome to the X-Men game overview, which we just had on the back of the box. All our components, what they are. Just interestingly there, we have like a little sort of spaceship, and that's going to be put together with the card stock there. So I'm just going to give you a quick little blip of that. You'll see the ship on the bottom there, and various little dials and bits and bobs. We have how to set up. Basically just says, choose your heroes, prepare your school, prepare your missions, prepare the threat, track and villain deck, and choose your difficulty, prepare your supply of dice, flip missions, choose the plot, and it gives us a nice little setup example there. right here of what the game should look like. I love these kind of games where you got like multiple players in like a team and you're kind of coordinating, and they usually work better in a solo co-op, i.e. I run the whole team instead of sitting around the table with sort of like 5 more players and having an AP. You always get that one player, and it's been me in the past, admittedly, who has like analysis paralysis. What do I do? What's best to do? Give me the team. I'll be Professor X. You know, I've got the ball dead. So, you know, moving on. Basic concepts. So it tells us about the dice, the missions, the threat, the plots, health and damage, and it tells us how to play the game. So initial impressions, sort of 7 pages in, it is one of these informative, and some of the games have some non so informative books by Fantasy Flight, but this appears to be one of the really informative, basically laid out ones. Another good example might be the Marvel Champions card game. That was like a really good laid out book as well. So it tells us about the threat phase, how we win the game, how we lose the game, and again, some more really nice art in the bottom there. So we're halfway through the book, and already, you know, it's going to take you 5 minutes with a brew to read that, and you should be away. The book's not too intrusive or, you know, whatever, so you could kind of just have it on the side for your first couple of games just to get used to it. Attempting missions, and then just tell you choose your active hero, assemble your dice, roll your dice, work out what's happening there. Nice little graphic of X23. I'm finding this really hard to not too much be objective, but I am like a big X-Men fan, you know, so I'm like loving these little sort of Easter eggs, little moments of like the art there. Step 4, complete objectives. It tells us about restrictions and the mission attempt. So we can see here examples of like all these like little icons and stuff. So I presume that was like where you roll your dice onto finding out. You're rolling like against it to see if you can get your successes and stuff. You'd have obviously mitigating factors. There's probably going to be like a few like these like little cards in here or something, you know, that are going to kind of say you can re-roll or do something. There is one of the Fantasy Flight games, one of the Arkham ones, and the name is just really, I can't think of it right now, but that used to have the same mechanic where you just have like just a set few objectives and you're basically rolling off like Yahtzee. It will come back to me. Step 5, checking outcomes. Tells us all about story cards. There we go, Wolverine on there as well. Nearly wore my Wolverine t-shirt today just to show I was a fanboy, but or maybe I've got a set of claws as well. Not that I'm like, you know, a nerd. Tells us about showdowns, and then goes on to additional rules. Training tokens, school cards, villain cards, threat, bits and bobs, and clarifications of the rules. So, and of course the quick reference guide on the back there. So I think this looks like one of those nice little games. It's initial impressions. I think it's going to be obviously suited to X-Men fans first, Marvel fans second, fans of games that you like to either play co-op or, like I mentioned earlier, solo co-op, objection, mission-based type of games. I don't think it's for everybody. It appears to me to be a niche product. I got it at a good price and I bought it for the channel, to be honest, because I've got a few other Marvel games at some point will hit the channel. If you've got any Marvel games, board games that you'd like to see, use the comments below and let me know. Give me little suggestions and I'll see what I can do for you. And as always, with all these games that I unbox and show, at some point on the channel, I'm not going to hold myself to a date or a time, because the Nick Terrell network is extremely busy going into the end of this year, 2024, and certainly the beginning of next year, 2025. But I would like to start doing gameplay videos. So if this is something that you'd like to see played, even for like say 2 or 3 turns, again, use the comments, use your voice, guys, and let me know below. I am going to leave it there. I hope I've shown you just enough of the content of the box and maybe give you enough to go on to like Board Game Geek or Amazon or whatever and have a little look and explore, have a look on YouTube, see these things done, you know, sort of played and whatever. And hopefully you might pick this one up. Okay, folks, I'm going to leave it there. I'll catch you next time. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Nick Terrell network today.